Hey guys, welcome back to AmSamFam. I'm so glad you guys are here with me today. In case you guys haven't been paying attention, we've been announcing something pretty big that we're really excited about lately, and that is the release of the travel guide, Explore American Samoa. So this book is a project that I have been working on for over 2.5, almost 3 years. They have finally come. I've gotten some copies of the guidebook here in American Samoa. It's available on Amazon as paperback and as an ebook, and so you can go on and order your own copy. But I thought I might take just the next few weeks or months and just show you a couple little pieces of the book. And so we're going to start with a section called Melinda's Top 5. Now, top 5 lists are always so impossible to make. It's completely subjective. This is my own opinion. So at the end of this, make sure to leave your own top 5 suggestion in the comments down below. So we've got a few of them in the book, but for this week, we're going to cover the top 5 hikes of American Samoa. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. We just hit 10,000, which is so awesome. But I think we could get our videos out to even more people to help them be able to see all the beauties of American Samoa. And so without further ado, let's get to my top 5 hikes of American Samoa. The Lower Sauma Ridge Trail is located on the north side of Tutuila between the villages of Tuafanua and Ofu. The trail is less than half a mile round trip, yet rated as a moderate hike. Lower Sauma comes in at number 5 in my book because of the many informational plaques found at the trailhead and along the trail. There's information on everything from plants and animals to the history of the islands and the people on them. Nate and the kids love the shorter length, and we all love the well-cared-for path, with stones used as markers as well as for assisting in the climb. Even though this is a particularly short hike, the views from the end would be worth hiking 10 miles to see them. And beyond the end of the trail, there is a sort of trail of boulders as the land drops off dramatically, leading to natural tide pools, deep enough to swim in. But just so you know, you have to time it just right at low tide, otherwise the crashing waves can get dangerous. The trailhead to Blunt's Point Trail is in the village of Ngātaivai behind the laundromat. No joke, those are the directions we received our first time trying to find this hike, but we're so glad we did. And just so you know, you'll know it when you see it. While not located inside the National Park of American Samoa, the hike up to Blunt's Point is well worth it. This is another short but sweet hike, just over a half-mile round trip. It takes you on a wide rocky path around an artistic water tank and up a steep flight of stairs to an old World War II cannon battery. This trail is rated as easy due to its length and maintenance, although it does have some exposed roots and often has loose rocks and gravel, so watch your step. Once we reach the top, our kids usually use the rest of their energy climbing on trees and playing on the cannon, while we take in the spectacular views of Pongo Harbor, Whangaʻalu Bay, Fatimavuti, and beyond. You can turn around and go back the way you came, or if you're down for more of an adventure, you can take the steps up the mountain to another cannon and onto the World War II Heritage Trail, which I also totally recommend. The most visited trail in the National Park of American Samoa, this trail begins at the top of Whangasaw Pass and climbs to the Fale at the summit of Mount Alava. The Alava Trail is categorized as difficult due to its 7.5 miles, steep climbs, and sometimes unsteady footing. It follows the spine of Tutuila Island, going up and down, falling all the way up to the summit, and provides stunning views all the way. And on clear days, we've even been able to see Upolu and the Manu'a Islands. This trail is wide and long, where it sometimes seems like you're just taking a casual stroll when you're actually logging hard miles. And just when you think it might never end, you see the tops of the towers, then the staircase, and before you know it, you've made it to the top. There you'll find the remains of the abandoned tramway, and beyond that, a large folly where we always stop for lunch before heading back down. We've hiked this trail by ourselves and with friends, in the heat of the day, in a downpour, and even literally inside a cloud. No matter what, the trail is long but always fun. But the reward is so much better when you chance upon a clear view from the top. For the longest time, Tuafanua Trail was our favorite trail in American Samoa. The trail is relatively short, clocking in at just 2.2 miles round trip, but it was our first experience with using ropes and ladders, and our kids loved it. The trailhead can be found behind the old hotel just before the elementary school in Batia. The first half of the trail uses switchbacks to climb the steep mountain face, while on the backside, you can use the ropes and ladders for a more direct route, almost straight down. While this might sound scary, the first time we hiked this trail, Kip was just 3 years old. I stayed right with him and helped him in places, but he was totally capable. And when it came back around to Holden's next birthday, he requested we go back and hike Tuafanua again. Now, just because the trail is only 2.2 miles round trip, it's not an easy trail. Those 2.2 miles feel much longer because you are hiking up, straight down, and then on your way back, you are literally climbing straight up this mountain. So plan plenty of time so you can take your time and just enjoy the experience. And one last little tidbit about the Tuafanua Trail. On the north side of the island, there is an incredible pebble beach. Enjoy the view, but please resist the urge to dive in. This part of the ocean is not swimmer friendly. But if you want, you can hike down along the beach for an up-close view of the backside of Pola Island. On the even more remote island of Ofu, part of the group called the Manu'a Islands, there is a trail that starts on the western tip of the island and goes most of the way to the east end of the island, called the Mount Tumu Trail. While this trail is outside of the National Park of American Samoa, the National Park Rangers work together with the village to maintain the 5.5 miles of trail. Classified as challenging, this trail doesn't waste any time in sending you up an incline that will have you breathing heavy and wondering what you've gotten yourself into. While we were staying on Ofu, I took our boys out for an adventure that I won't ever forget. The trail follows the ridge of the island on an almost constant upward climb. Just when we thought we were at the top, there was a sign leading us to continue forward. The trail became less clear, but there were frequent and very helpful trail markers through the last bit. And then the boys got their next lesson in the helpfulness of ropes when climbing. But the boys were up to the challenge and had a great time. After hours of hard work, a lot of games and singing, and a bit of complaining, we crested the summit and beheld the most incredible views I've ever seen. Looking to our left, we could see across all 3 Manu'a Islands. Looking right, we could see the way we'd come, and looking straight down, we could see the legendary Ofu Beach, known for its world-class snorkeling and mysteriously healthy coral reef systems. These images and my words will never do it justice. I didn't ever want to leave that place. But in the end, we made our way back down, finishing this second half faster than the first. The boys, of course, with enough energy left to then run and play hide and seek along the seawall. All I had left was the memories of this incredible experience we had just had. And there you have it. You've got my top 5 favorite hikes in all of American Samoa. As a little recap, we've got number 5 is the Lower Sauma Ridge Trail in Vatia. Number 4, Blunt's Point Trail in Ngatavai. Number 3, Mount Alava Trail from Whangasa Pass. Number 2, Tuafanua Trail from Vatia. And my number 1 favorite hike in all of American Samoa is the Tumu Mountain Trail on Ofu over in the Manu'a Islands. If you haven't been able to try out one of these trails yet, I hope that you'll be able to get out there and discover and explore more of American Samoa's natural beauties for yourself. And if you haven't been to American Samoa yet, hopefully soon our borders will be opening, and so you can have a chance to come and explore American Samoa for yourself. Don't forget, this book is available as a paperback and also as an ebook through Amazon. If you like this video, please give us that thumbs up. Let us know which hikes you've done, which are your favorites, or which one you are most excited about trying. And to see more of our adventures, make sure to hop on over to Facebook, Instagram. You can see more of our daily life and adventures over there. And if you want to, you can head over to our Patreon account where you can pledge a small monthly fee to help us be able to keep making these videos. Until next time, Tofa Soifua. It's available on Amazon in paperback, and it's available on Amazon in paperback. It's available on Amazon and so many mosquitoes. It's available on Amazon as paperback and as an ebook, and so you can go on